channel. Today we're going to be looking at the PS5, the disc edition and the digital edition. And we're going to be talking about how PS4 get upgrade, back into the PS5. Stay tuned. Let's get into it. What I've noticed so far is the fact that I'm going to be going for the PS4 Pro first. I got the PS4 Pro a few months ago, and I kind of like it. I really do like it, but it's just the fact that when the new console come, I'm one of the kind of person that I just want to know what the technology is all about. Just want to have a feel for it. But my experience from the PS4 and PS4 Pro is been very good. But only one thing I just have is the fact that the sound of the fan sometimes actually put me off. Probably because I do game for quite some time on it, and so that put me off. But apart from that, the PS4 Pro is a very good console. Is absolutely a good console. Even though the PS4 Pro have more to read, the graphic card is much more, and the hard drive as well. This is a 1 terabyte, as you can see, it's 1 terabyte. So this one is definitely a good one. Everything is mint condition, even the controller I never touch it, so I put everything back. Apart from that, moving to the PS5, for somebody like me, I'm just a kind of like average user, so I can call myself a kind of an average gamer on it. So while I was trying to do the data transfer and things like that, put my account into it, it's a straightforward stuff, so I made up my mind that I'm going to be using the PS5, the disc edition. And the reason why I tried to lay out my reason in my previous video, I will leave a link down my review, so you'll be able to go for the previous video and check. Like, I'm not going to be opening the PS5 digital. I almost call it PS4. So I'm not going to be opening it because I've looked into it. The specification is the same thing. The only difference is the fact that when you look at it, you're not going to be having that. So the power, the specification, everything is the same thing, and I quite like that. I like the fact that I'm not losing anything from it. So even though if I'm going for the the digital edition, I'm not going to be losing anything from it. It's only the disc. Do you want it? You don't want it. Like, as I speak, as of this moment, I've not even tried to put any disc in this version 1, which means, is it pointless to me? Somehow. So if you're going for the digital edition, I think it's a definitely good option, and it's £90 in the UK money, and it's £90 cheaper than the disc edition. So think about it before you move on. So apart from that, there's more things that we need to talk about. So looking at the user interface is very smooth, very clean. Like I said, it's if you've been using PS4 before, you won't find it hard just to actually use the PS5. And although they tweak a lot of things, like the cards, the way you try to turn it off, the way you try to switch in between a game to another one, or the way you actually pull up the menu to play your media, like a music. Speaking of that, is very good. But more into the music, PS5, they've done something amazing when it comes to the music. I, for myself, love listening to music whenever I'm playing. So I love listening to music like Casbo. I love listening to Casbo music. So even though if I put it to the minimum volume on the PS4 Pro, it's still somehow loud to me, so it won't be able to let me actually hear the footstep, of the game that I'm playing or something like that. So I won't know if somebody's trying to sneak behind me. But the PS5 is different. You can actually put it to the minimum volume and it will sound very quietly. And at the same time, you're not going to lose the sound of that music that you're playing. And at the same time, you can still enjoy the game. Honestly, is perfect. About the controller. The controller right here, honestly, this controller is one of the best you guys will ever touch. I said in my last video in the review, but I'm not going to go too deep on it today. But it's one of the best controller out there right now. And I bet you Microsoft, they would like to do the same thing as well for the Xbox. They would love to do it, because if they're not doing that, that means they're missing out on a big opportunity. A lot of people love it. The feel, holding it in my hand, playing the game, it was fantastic. It was phenomenal. Honestly, I feel like all the environment I'm walking through in my game, the feel, everything. And you know what? If you don't like the haptic feedback, you can actually turn it off as well. So it's always there. But diving more into the controller, I'm gonna show you something. I'm a kind of control freak when it comes to it. So this is not the way you're gonna get your controller. So I've tried to put a kind of a thumbstick on mine. So I noticed something. I put it on, and every time I'm trying to play, when you really dive into a game and you get lost into it, when you push the controller, you push this stick. I noticed that mine really comes off. So every time I play, it just come off. So what I did, I just put a glue. I just glue it, so I just know that it's done. I cannot return it. I cannot do with it. So you know, it's I've stick it onto it, like it can never come off now. But that's exactly the way I want it. Even my PS4 as well. This is the way I did my PS4 as well, and I feel more comfortable with it. Like for the thumbstick to be actually be longer on the left hand side, and which is the L3, and the R3 to be slightly shorter but still a little bit higher. So far so good. Honestly, I'm enjoying it so far so good. um, Moving on again, we're going to be talking about the monitor. The monitor that I've been looking into monitor, because what I have right now at the moment is not the best monitor. Get a new monitor. I've been doing a lot of I've been checking a lot of reviews online. So the best one so far that I've learned about it so far is the one 1440p, which is between 120 hertz to 144 hertz. That will be the best one. So it's going to be running at least between 60 frames per second to 120 frames per second. So that's the one I'll be going for. I don't want it to be too big. Probably between 24 inches to 27 inches will do me, because I really don't want tearing while I'm playing the game. Right now, what I'm feeling right now, I want to enjoy the PS5, but I can't enjoy it to the fullest because my monitor is actually holding me back. I'm having some screen tearing on that, or lag. I don't want that to be happening. So if you are looking to pick up one of these and you really want to enjoy the console, try to think about a good monitor. Or if you are that kind of person, you love playing your games on TV, then you can go for at least 4K TV. If you want to go for 8K TV, if you have the money, you have nothing to lose. But for me, I still see 8K TV being too expensive, for a kind of a cash for me to put down and say I'm buying this TV. So apart from that, monitor is the one I'm going for, and I've been enjoying monitor for quite some time, and I love it so far. Moving on, about the hard drive, like I was saying, doing the data transfer between the PS4 Pro into the PS5, I really don't need to do a lot because I've been using this hard drive. So this go for a lot of you guys. If you already have your hard drive attached already to the PS4, you have nothing to worry about, because when in my own experience, I try to attach the hard drive, that's like 4 terabytes, onto the PS4, because I love downloading the games onto the external hard drive. So that saves it, it saves me a lot of time. It free up the memory, the space on the PS4 for me. So whenever I'm doing the recording, like I said in my previous video again, I do not record on Elgato. I only use my mobile phone. And if I'm recording a game itself, I record from the PS itself, the actual console itself. So I do not use anything external to capture this video, or the video that I've been trying to put online, the footage of the gameplay. So I have almost like 700 gigabytes to actually play around with. So that gives me a lot of room. So if you have one of these, even though it's a terabyte, you can move almost all the games that you have onto that external hard drive. and by the time you detach it from the PS4 onto the PS5, it's gonna run seamlessly. You don't need to re-download it because on your account is on your name anyway. So there's nothing to worry about. You're gonna find all your games the way it is. You can even update it, on the PS5 and things like that. But the only thing that you won't be able to do as of these moments, these present moments, you cannot put any PS5 game onto the external hard drive. You want to open your wallet for it, you can go for the SSD external drive. This is not SSD external drive, but the SSD external drive, it will be much more faster. Do not get me wrong, the SSD external drive will work on the PS4 or PS4 Pro. It will work anywhere you put it. It's just the fact that it works more better on the PS5. And there should be an update coming out, in the future, and they will be able to actually let us be able to use the SSD hard drive, the one that we can actually open the PS5 from the side and actually put the SSD hard drive into the slot area. Speaking of that, there was an update that came out. Yes, I addressed a couple of things, but this is the first update in the console itself. It actually asked me to plug in the controller with a cable, your USB Type-C cable. Just plug it in. Actually, you can actually plug it in through the Type-C there, or you can use the normal USB over there. So you can use Type-C to Type-C. It doesn't matter. It will take it, or you can use the normal USB. And so I just plugged it to the Type-C, and it updated the controller. I really don't know what the updates have to do, but they say it's about, a lot of crashes that's been happening when you play probably Call of Duty or something like that. But I've not actually had that chance to do a deep dive into that article and actually read about what the updates consist of. But apart from that, they run smooth, and so far so good. So like I say, guys, the digital edition is the same way. The only thing is the fact that on top of that, it's a disc-free console, which means you can have the disc drive right there. So I think that is almost. Oh, before I go, the PS. If you have your PS Plus, is a very good thing, because while I was trying to do the update for this and trying to put all my games as well, it shows amount of games that I can actually, that I gain from the PS Plus itself. God of War is one of them. Uncharted, Days Gone, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, a lot of games that's, Bloodborne, that you can actually get these games and actually put it on your PS5. What I did is that I just downloaded those games, the one I needed. Make sure you try to add everything into your library, but what I did, I downloaded the one I needed and add the rest into the library. I don't need to download it. Once it's in your library, it's going to stay like that, forever, as long as you're with the PS Plus membership. So like God of War, I have it on this hard drive as we speak. I have the Days Gone on it as well. I've not even had that chance to even play it. So probably if I try to have a holiday and I would like to just give it a try. But apart from that, even what's it called? Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is one of these as well. So guys, if you manage to get hold of one of these, just try to make sure you get all the benefit that comes with it as well, before Sony actually take that one off. I hope that they will never actually cancel that all the games, because those games, I think, is for the fact that you have that chance to get your PS5 during the launch, and as we know right now, we know how rough the launch is so far. So I think Sony will actually be able to leave those games there. So on the PS5, you should be able to download all those games as well. Thank you very much for coming back to my channel. Really appreciate your support the previous time you actually watched my review when I was unboxing this one. Thank you very much, and thanks for the comments and thanks for the love. Please do not forget to share and do actually subscribe to my channel so I can be doing more of this. See you next time. Peace out.